Hello everybody, Captain Hook here, back with some more gameplay. This is coming out of a Midgard Monday, just our local here. So I am piloting Moria, and we're going up against a green-yellow Yamato. So he won the dice roll, he went first, and I am second. So it's more in his favor at this time, but we're gonna try our best to, at least we get 5 life here. So we start with the brand new. Take a nice navy card. We got the Kuzan out of there, which is helping fill up our trash currently for Moria. On his 2 dawn turn, he does a nice 7 to face, and we'll take because why not? We need some cards in hand. We have plenty of blockers. We know that we can utilize those in times of need. My 4 dawn turn here. And my hand's actually quite large, so it's kind of, difficult to think of what to do exactly. But we're going to go with a nice 5k to life. He takes no trigger. And then we'll play a Borsellino blocker. So that's kind of going to negate him from swinging another double attack at us with, a lot more Dawn next time. And it's going to force him to kind of play a card. At least for us, that's a better option than countering out of a huge swing, especially a double attack by Yamato. So he's thinking here of his best course of action to utilize his Dawn the best. And he goes and plays an Ezo and rests my Borsellino, and then here comes a swing over the top. But we have plenty of cards in hand, so we're not too worried about it, but I'm going to go and take life again. I'm just stacking my hand at this point because I know we're coming up on our Moria turn, and I'm going to try to do my best to, try to cycle in some nice cheeky cards with the Moria. And I know our trash isn't super compacted yet here, but we're just gonna go ahead and basically just kill his Ezo, starting off with a nice Ice Age -5, and I'm just doing some quick math here. Now we're going to use swing 6 at life using leader ability. I trashed one from my hand, trashed another, and I play Absalom, which is actually going to KO his Ezo while returning 2 cards from the trash to the bottom of the deck. And now he's stuck again. We still have our Borsellino active, so he's kind of again forced into making another play. And then we're just gonna chip in a little 5 with brand new. We're not too worried if he takes brand new out. He takes brand new out. We're not gonna really fight for him. It's just a little extra swing to get a card out of hand, which he goes ahead and pitches an Ohm. So now he's approaching, more of the dangerous turns for Yamato is, 5 dawn and up, I'd like to say. There's implications of Horty Jones. There's some people play, different kind of packages. But he's going to go ahead and play the Horty Jones and rest my blocker and my Absalom. So that was all his down utilization. So the only one I'm worried about is just the Yamato swing. We have counter in hand. But he chooses to go after the Brandon, which I said is a perfect sacrifice. I'm not really upset with losing him. And now he's trying to debate, what to do with the Hody Jones. He does have leader ability at this time, where he can apply the 2 rested Dawn to his character, and then just swing a huge one, which he does right here. And I believe he's going, I want to say it was to face, but let's see how this plays out. It went right to Borsellino, so he got rid of my blocker, but this is when the 8-drop Moria comes in because we're going to let that blocker die anyway in preemptive strike. If we needed another blocker on board, then certainly letting it die that turn, it goes to trash automatically, and you just pull it out with Moria. It's honestly a fantastic card for the job that needs to be done. He's just doing a little reading on on the Gecko Moria that's in my trash right now. So we have a brand new option. We have a brand new to Borsellino option, which will give us another card in hand while also establishing a blocker. But we're just gonna go one for Ice Age to the Hody Jones. And then we're gonna be resting four for Lucci. So Lucci ability, we gotta put three to the bottom of the deck. We opt for a brand new, I believe it was a Kuzan and the Ice Age to the bottom to pop the 7-drop Hody Jones, which was down to a 2. And then we're going 6 to face. Using leader ability for Hogback is the plan here. So Hogback is going to allow us to send 2 of our trash to the bottom of our deck and giving us any Thriller Bark card to hand, which will be that very nice Gecko Moria that's kind of hanging out there. That will be used next turn in case we need it to either, pull another blocker or something like that. And then I'm doing a nice cheeky Absalom 5 to the life. And I do apologize for the camera here. My camera holder was unfortunately snapped on the way in. So I did the best I can for now. But we'll get one replaced. So he's thinking here, the ball's in his court, and he's trying to think of his dawn, trying to think about moves of what he can do. Does he clear a board? Does he go for life? Slight little camera adjustment, always good. And keep in mind, I have one, two, three. I have 3 attackers on board as well as my leader here. He's down to 1 life, and he's at the 9 dawn turn currently. So he knows he's in some bit of trouble here. He has no cards on the board. I have essentially 4 attacks incoming with 10 dawn as resources. And again, he only has 1 life. He unfortunately hasn't pulled a trigger out of his life, but it looks like he was playing the Sky Island package. Um, and he really wasn't applying the kit in his build. So we're just kind of going back and forth. He doesn't really want to do the play that is his only option, really. At least to me, I kind of figured as much that the Hody Jones would probably be incoming, just to try to get rid of some of my board characters in the event that he can actually counter out of my next attacks if maybe he got rid of 2. But I just think the problem here is, he can't do a huge Yamato swing, and he just went to life. I'm gonna take it because I had a massive amount of cards in hand, well over 15k worth of counter, and this was the big Hody Joe swing for a game in which I counted out of. Um, so we're at 10 dawn here. He doesn't have much cards in hand. We're just gonna do, a slow pace here. We're gonna swing 5, have him pitch a card or 2. There's 1. There's a Gadatsu. We're gonna go. I believe we bump Hog back up to 6k just to try to get, a 2k out of hand. And there it is. It's nice Satori out of hand, and we have another 6, which we turn into a 7. And basically, he's gonna dump his whole life. He ended up taking that last life beforehand, and that's the game. Thank you for watching.